Hi everyone. So it's that time of the month again. It is my September favorites. I didn't really have a lot of stuff that was kind of jumping out at me this past month. I've bought a fair amount of new things during the month, and so I've been really switching up a lot of different stuff, not really necessarily using a lot of the same things, but I did find myself using a few things quite a bit and really enjoying them. So I thought I'd do a quick, hopefully, video on what I've been loving this month. So first of the favorites would be something that I have mentioned a whole bunch, and it's this Jordana Best Lash Extreme Volumizing Mascara. Apparently on Makeup Alley this is also quite the hit, and it is a traditional bristle brush. The bristles are pretty dense together. I have done kind of a swatch blog post just showing what it looks like on my bare lashes, like with nothing on my lid, no eyeliner or anything like that. So I'll link that below. I would definitely repurchase this. It was $3.99. Jordana is sold in stores at Walgreens, and I believe online perhaps with their website. I'm not really sure, but I would definitely recommend trying this out just because the price is really great, and I think it's just a really good quality mascara. I've been using it for about 3 weeks and it's still doing well. It's what I have on my lashes today. So I feel like it's really easy to get the kind of coverage and volume that I need, or rather I want, not that I need. So combo that I'm enjoying this month, I only have one. It's the Urban Decay Matte Shadow, which is discontinued, in Shakedown, which is just a nice kind of gray brown taupe that I use for my brows. And the brush I really have been liking is this Sigma E65. It's a lot more of a, it's not as sharp of an angle, and it's a lot more dense than the brush I usually use, and I just find that it gives a really good solid coverage because I've been liking a little bit more of a kind of thicker color brow, just a lot more solid, a little less kind of wispy, a little less, just more intense, so a little less not intense. So I've really been liking this kind of combination, and it goes on pretty quickly just because it's a much more dense brush. Another brush favorite that I have been really enjoying is this Real Techniques blush brush. And this is, if you don't know, I'm sure everybody does know, this is the brush line that Pixie Woo Samantha Chapman has. And what I like about it, it is kind of gigantic looking, but it does taper enough at the top, and it's not super dense. So it's easy to just kind of like blend out and just kind of, because you don't have to like smash the whole brush into your face. So it did seem kind of big at first. It's also good for like setting powder, something you don't want a super dense brush for. And it's nice and big and fluffy. So I really enjoy this brush for both blush and powder, but lately I've been using it for blush and really liking it. And a blush that I've really been enjoying lately is, I had gotten this, I believe, at Ulta when they were having a 40% off NYX sale, and it is one of those Mosaic powders, and it's in Rosey. And what I like about it is that it has a little bit of kind of a golden sheen from that little center square. And it's also just a nice kind of rosy pink. It's not too dark. Some of the Mosaic ones I think are fairly dark, so I like that this one isn't too dark. And it has that just nice sheen. The only thing I don't like about it is that it is fairly powdery, so it's hard to kind of swirl your brush in there just because it will start really kicking up a lot of powder. But I really do like the color and the kind of sheen that it has. And speaking of sheen, another thing that I've been liking that I did also get kind of recently is this Wet n Wild ColorIcon bronzer in Reserve Your Cabana, but it's obviously more of a highlight than a bronzer. And I have used this in at least one look. It's like almost the size of my head. It's huge. It also is fairly powdery, but what I like about it is that it has, the color is nice. It's kind of just a warm sheen on your face. So it's not super shimmery. It's just kind of a light shimmer. Kind of a light natural sheen glow. So I'm really enjoying that lately. And the last thing is this LORAC. It's the oil-free wet dry powder, and I do use this dry. And what I like about it is that it gives a very smooth finish, and it's what I have on my face today. It holds up to my oiliness a little bit better than a liquid foundation. So I can like walk to, you know, I'm outside probably 15-20 minutes in the morning before I get to work, and I can get to work and I won't be shiny. I can still be matte for another hour or so before I have to blot. So with a lot of liquids, I tend to already be pretty shiny by the time I get to work. And the shade I have is WD1, and it seems to be a pretty good match for me. It's what I'm wearing today. And I do just apply it with the sponge that it came with dry. And they say that for a sheerer coverage, use the sponge wet, which I don't really want. So those are my September favorites. Let me know what your favorites are for the month, or things that you've really been loving lately, in the comments below, and I will see you soon, guys. Thanks for watching.